Hi guys, it's Loey. So August has officially come to an end. Welcome to September. It already feels so cold outside where I live and I'm so for it. I have had like probably 5 pumpkin spice lattes this week alone. I'm just the happiest camper there ever was. Fall is my season. Fall is when everything starts to come together for me. Summer is never much fun, at least on my end. I'm never very active. I always feel sluggish. I don't really like the heat. I don't feel productive. I feel like fall is where I'm the most inspired creatively. It's where I feel my happiest. So I'm so excited that August has come to a close. It was actually a very, very good month, and I will talk about that more towards the end. But for now, let's talk about all of the things that I loved during the month of August. First off, I'm sure I've mentioned this already, but you can see how much I've actually gone through. I have been using this Rouge Bunny Rouge Prelude in the Clouds Aqua Primer like nobody's freaking business. This has become one of my favorite products, and it's so funny because Rouge Bunny Rouge was a brand that I knew nothing about, and they were so kind to me. They wanted to send me PR samples when I had like 6,000 subscribers, and we've maintained a really nice relationship, and I love brands like this. This is my favorite primer because I think that it really helps to even out the skin. It helps for my dry skin as well. It's a more expensive product, but it really, really helps to hydrate and make my skin just feel so flawless. I'll wear it on days when I'm not wearing makeup. I'll wear it on days with BB cream as well as foundation and full coverage makeup days. It is really universal, and if you have dry skin, I would say to give it a shot because there's just nothing like it. I've never found such a hydrating, beautiful primer that doesn't feel greasy or look bad on the skin. I also really enjoyed this month my Rimmel Match Perfection foundation. This is in the color 240 Soft Beige. I love this stuff. The reason I like it so much is because it's actually a very, very good foundation in terms of coverage. Like if, you know, I'm breaking out a little bit more, which I have been here recently, and you will see why actually in tomorrow's video. It's not a bad thing. My skin is just like purging itself. I've been using new skincare products and they're working, but there was so much under my skin that had not come out that it's all coming out at once and it's awful. But this is a great foundation because it's slightly like more medium to full coverage. It has a beautiful finish. It looks so natural and so pretty on the skin, and I'm just a really, really big fan of it. This is a great color match as well, like right now when my fake tan is starting to fade. This tanner I have been using, I am obsessed. Like it just stays on my freaking skin for 2 weeks, and it's one of those that like it fades so gradually, so I have to kind of go through different shades of foundation as it does fade. This is the perfect one for right before I go back to my normal pale self. So really love this, have been using it a ton. Speaking of base products, you will have seen in yesterday's video, which was a haul, that I picked up the Rimmel Wake Me Up concealer. That video was extremely pre-filmed. It wasn't that I meant for it to be pre-filmed, it was just that I didn't have time to put it up and I kept forgetting about it. And I have been using this all month long. I love it. The coverage on it is beautiful. It really makes your under eye area look so bright. I also use it to highlight various areas on the face, and it just looks beautiful. I blend it in with my jumbo like sponge guy, and it's a great, great concealer. Highly, highly recommend. I have it in the color Very Fair / Light. I'm surprised it has not run out because I use it like nobody's business. I would say that I really started using this in the last 2 or so weeks of the month, but this Anastasia Dip Brow in Blonde is life-changing. It's life-changing. You don't even understand. It has changed my brows. It has just made me the happiest of campers. It lightens them a tiny bit so that they match my hair a little bit better, and I think it looks more natural than my traditional brow powders. I think now as we're going back into fall, I might switch over to my Brow Bartigo kit just because I love it so much. It's so easy. My bangs do not want to stay back today. And I love this for a more natural look, but it's also so foolproof to do your brows. It takes a little bit of learning, I think, with this product. You have to kind of know how to use it. So I had a couple of really bad brow days before I was like, oh, I get it now. I really like it. I look forward to trying out more Anastasia products. I also tried out the Amrezi palette for the first time today. Not really a monthly favorite, but it is so nice. It can't be a monthly favorite because I just used it today. As far as eyes go, I have so many favorites. The first one is the Original Naked palette, which I know I talk about a lot. And I think it's about time for it to be put away again so I can give some other things some love. But I took this with me to Los Angeles. I have been getting ready with this every single day basically this month. I wore makeup a lot this month, which is kind of rare for me. But I just love this palette more than life itself. It is my holy grail. It was my first high-end real palette. I had an Urban Decay palette before this, but it was my first like neutral everyday sort of naked palette, neutral palette rather. And so it always has a special place in my heart. It is very well loved. It means a lot to me. But on top of that, the colors are just beautiful. I love pairing Sin with either Toasted or Smog, depending on what I want. Toasted is a little bit more rosy and it'll bring out the green in my eyes. Smog is a little bit warmer and it looks kind of bronzy and pretty. I can also do smoky eyes with this. It's just the best palette, and it's probably my favorite palette of all time. But I have been using it a lot, and I definitely need to put it away and bring out some other things. I also use this a lot, and you're going to see in upcoming tutorials, I use this a lot. The Ulta Color Pure eyeshadow pigment in the color Honey. Honey is the best. It makes the most beautiful inner corner highlight. It's so foolproof. It reflects the light like nothing else. So pigmented and pretty. And it's kind of more warm toned, which I personally like. I don't like to use a very pinky inner corner highlight. I don't like the way that it looks on me. So this is amazing, and I will continue to use it until it's gone, and then I will probably buy another and another and another. And then one more. As far as other eye products go, this eyeliner from Too Faced has been a favorite for a while, but I really started whipping it out more this month as we were kind of getting into fall. It is the Perfect Eyes eyeliner in Perfect Espresso. It is pigmented unlike anything else. That was 2 quick swipes across the hand. There is nothing like these because they just stay on your waterline. They truly are waterproof. I plan on getting another one. I got this in a set. And I cannot believe I am almost done with it, really. I mean, this is like, I don't know, a quarter of the pencil left. It was huge. So I really, really liked it. I think it's great. The only thing I will say is that once you have it down, it's not moving. Like, a little bit has come off, but it's not going to smudge. It's not going to move. So if you make mistakes, it's very, very hard to clean up. I don't necessarily hate that. I think it's kind of a cool thing, but it is something to note. Don't really have like a favorite mascara or anything. But my Red Cherry number 43 eyelashes, I think I own probably close to 36 pairs of these now. I'm not kidding. I have ordered so many of them. I can pull 5 wears out of each of them. I'm wearing them today. I just think that they add so much to any look, and they don't look too false, and they don't cover up the eyeshadow. So sometimes, like, okay, I love these. I love these so much. I don't even know what they are, but they're my Ardell Glamour something or others, and they're great. But they almost are so thick and so full, and my eyes are so round that they cover up my eyeshadow and you can't even see what I've got going on in my eyes. Whereas these just sort of enhance it. And I think that they look so pretty, and I'm just a really big fan. I probably will never wear another pair of eyelashes. That's a total lie. I will. But these are my favorite right now. I also kind of got back into using gel eyeliner, and really I've just been using the Essence Gel Eyeliner in Midnight in Paris. I'm not going to go on too much about this because it really is just a gel eyeliner. I think that for the price you can't beat it, and it's also the best gel eyeliner I've ever tried. I've tried ones from Maybelline, I've tried Estee Lauder, I've tried, I'm going to be trying the Stila Smudge Pot really soon, but I've tried really, really high-end ones. I've tried drugstore ones. This is the best. It is the blackest. It stays on the most wonderfully in my opinion, and I just think it's very, very nice. I am wearing it today. Not that it really matters much, but it is really good, and I will probably continue to repurchase this. Just a few more beauty favorites. The first one being a really, really, really recent favorite, but I did think I wanted to mention it because there's so much talk and hype around these. I know a lot of you have asked me about Jacqueline Hills 1995. I don't own it yet, but Gerard Cosmetics knew I was so interested, so they sent me a few colors. 1995 is just so coveted right now. I'm gonna have to wait a while before I can get my hands on it. This one in Nude, however, is kind of more up my alley. I'm not really into the darker nudes. But I'm wearing this today under a couple of glosses actually from Gerard Cosmetics. I will show you in that tutorial coming up. But Nude is the perfect pale peachy nude. It's very, very complimentary. I think it would look beautiful on anyone. And I really like it. It's probably one of the best lipstick formulas I've ever tried. Gerard Cosmetics means a lot to me. We've been through a lot together, and I can't believe the amount of success that they're seeing, and the products that they're putting out just reflect that. So big fan. I look forward to trying out all of the colors. I have a couple of others I'm going to be trying as well, and I will get my hands on 1995 and tell you guys about it sometime soon, but this color was made for me. Seriously. Holy Grail Nude. I do have one nail polish favorite that I think I've talked about before, and it is the Milani Color Statement in the shade Dollface, which is the perfect baby pink. This is very, very feminine and girly, and it glides on. The formula on the Milani Color Statement is the reason I love this nail polish so much, because the color is really beautiful, but it's opaque so easily. They look beautiful and they last. They just last and last and last, and it's very, very hard to get them to come off. I'm wearing it on my toes right now. I'm wearing Madame Glam Nude, which is my favorite nude of all time today, but this is probably one of my favorite nail polishes ever, and it will be a repurchase for me as soon as it runs out. I don't know why I'm talking about repurchases. This is not an empties video. Two brush favorites, the first one being my Morphe S19. I am so excited. I got to talk to Morphe, and hopefully we're going to be doing some fun stuff for you guys coming up. I actually got this in my boxy charm, and I was so impressed by it that I just blabbered on about it forever. It is the perfect bronzer brush. I think it's their like powder brush, but it's really nice for just putting bronzer in areas like this and up on the temple, and it makes it very easy and blown out, and no product gets distributed in any one place. It's very even, and that's why I love it so much. So this is like my holy grail bronzer brush. Huge, 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 huge fan. If you were just gonna get one brush, I would recommend this. It's like $20, which, you know, maybe if you can find it on a sale, it would be better. I do think it's worth the full price though. Super soft. I hope it's gonna last for a really long time because I love it. The other one is a Coastal Scents brush. I placed a giant Coastal Scents order, and I have so many hauls coming up that I didn't know that you'd even really want to see a haul. I thought that more or less we could do like a Coastal Scents favorite somewhere down the line instead of me just throwing hauls at you. So this was one of the things that I got, and it is the BR1110 brush. It is a dual fiber foundation brush. So I use this for my foundations. It works better with slightly thicker foundations, like today the one that I'm using, the Rimmel, works really well. L'Oreal True Match can get a little bit patchy, but L'Oreal True Match is hard to work with brushes, so I'm not really surprised. True Match Lumi, by the way, just very, very watery formula. So this works really nicely for just buffing into the face. It gives you a very, very flawless look, and it's a great brush. I really, really like it. I think it was extremely inexpensive as well, which, you know, like $6 or something like that. If you are placing a Coastal Scents order, I definitely recommend it. But yeah, speaking of that Coastal Scents order, I actually posted a photo of this online. Oops. A few more favorites, the first one being the Swab Professionals Keratin Infusion Dry Shampoo. Fell head over heels for this past month. Really, really, really a great dry shampoo. It makes your hair really voluminous, and it helps to soak up the oil, but I have pretty dry hair, and sometimes dry shampoos can make it just a little bit too dry, really. So yeah, it gives you great volume. It just smells really good. For me, this is a perfect dry shampoo. I will probably continue to repurchase this until I find something I like more, because I like the combination of the volume that it gives and the cleanliness it feels on my hair. My candle of the moment is totally the Fresh Picked Harvest Coffee Bath & Body Works candle. Oh my god. Okay, here's the reason I like it, and you guys are gonna think I'm totally weird. The reason I love this so much is it does not, number one, overpower leaves, which is the plug-in I have in every room in my house. Leaves is, here's a like huge secret about me. I do not like any summer scents or spring scents, or I like some winter scents. Leaves is my holy grail. I discovered leaves when I was working for Bath & Body Works, and I basically went batshit crazy. And I stocked up in everything. If I could smell like leaves, I actually would. So I have it plugged in every single room in my house, and it's a very, very strong scent. It has a very distinctive smell. And when I burn candles, if they're not leaves, sometimes it can compete and kind of create a weird scent. So I like this one because it smells really good, number one. The Harvest Coffee just smells straight up like espresso, and also because it does not overpower leaves. So this is a big favorite of mine, and I probably will continue to purchase this if I go through it. I'm very bad about actually going through candles, so I don't like to buy backups unless it is leaves, in which case you would be disgusted to know how much I actually own. So I have a couple of favorites, sort of miscellaneous this month. The first one being Los Angeles. Oh my god, Los Angeles. I cry when I think about the fact that I'm not going to see you again until January, unless something comes up, in which case maybe something will. I can't talk about it yet. It might happen, it might not happen, we're not sure yet. I don't want to jinx it. LA was the most fun I probably ever had in my entire life. I met the coolest people, I had the coolest experiences, I made some really, really great friends, and I saw this place that in my mind had been this mystical, like, far off adventure I was never actually gonna get to, and then I got there and I was like, it's just like everywhere else. You know what I mean? It was so cool to realize that, and I can't wait to go back. I'm so excited. LA was great. I loved meeting those of you that I did at BeautyCon and at the meetup. That meetup was really addictive though, because I've now realized that meeting you is one of my favorite things in the entire world. So I loved LA. I also love the fact that my husband came back after a whole entire month of being away. That vlog was so well received, and you guys are honestly my best friends in the entire universe. I don't even understand how or what I did to deserve you. I love you guys a lot. You are the coolest people I've ever known. So yeah, thanks for everything. As you can probably tell, the lighting's getting kind of whatever, so I'm going to list my favorite songs down below. Don't really have any favorite foods or anything like that. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and until next time, I love you. I will see you in the next one.